Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I am Julia. I'm a fifth year MD PhD student, and I own a step one, step two, and step three tutoring company. I've only taken step one, but my other tutors have taken step two and step three. So I had to consult them on this question because I've only taken step one. But so step one and step two are a beast. And, they're in the same in a lot of ways, that the same concept, things like, sarcoidosis, heart failure, AKI, anemia, those kinds of things are going to persist. But the types of questions they're going to give you on each of them are different the majority of the time. So what they told me, when it comes to handling both, you're going to want to treat each beast slightly differently. What they recommended was obviously starting with your step one prep. You want to try to do that as much as you can kind of prior getting to the step one timeline, because there's a lot more to memorize for step one. For step two, there's a lot more clinical related things. So your clerkships, your shelf exams are going to be really helpful for that, but they may be less helpful for step one. So what they recommended is finishing step one first, then moving on to step two. I do know some people who have taken step two right after their clerkships and then done step one, because it requires a little bit more memorization. But a lot of the content is going to be similar. So if you start with step one, those basic concepts are still going to be relevant, but you're going to be asked different questions on them. So handle step one and kind of get your basis understanding of the topics that way, and then continue by doing more of the clinical related details after. And step two should be a little bit easier, especially if you finished clerkships, and especially if you have a really good understanding of step one, you'll be able to really kind of get into those clinical details quickly afterwards. And I hope that would be helpful. They also said definitely take a break between step one and step two if you can, just because, they're tough tests. They said ideally 2 weeks if you can get your score before you move on to step two. But I guess it depends on how long they're giving you to study for both. So I hope that helps. And please DM me if you are interested in step one, step two, or step three tutoring. My team would absolutely love to help you achieve your goals.